Hi there. Today we're going to do percent of a number. What will we learn today? Today we're going to find the percent of a number, and we're going to use percents greater than 100%. Our standards are that we're going to use proportional relationship to solve multi-step ratio and percent problems, and then we're going to solve multi-step real-life and mathematical problems posed with positive and negative rational numbers in any form. Find the percent of a number. To find the percent of a number, such as 60% of 2,000, you can use either of the following methods. You can turn the percent into a fraction and then multiply, or you can write the percent as a decimal and then multiply. Just to remind you, the word of in mathematics means to multiply, and that's why we are multiplying. So, example 1, find 5% of 300 by writing the percent as a fraction. So here they want us to take the percent and make it a fraction. Remember, fractions are out of 100. So we're going to write 5% as 5 over 100, or 1 over 20. Then we're going to find 1/20th of 300. Now we're going to write it as a multiplication expression. Remember, of means multiply. So now it's 1 over 20 times 300. Now we are going to write 300 as 300 over 1, and we're going to divide out the common factors. So the common factor between 20 and 300 was 20. Now our numerators that we're left with is 1 and 15, and then 1 times 1. When we multiply that out, we get 15 over 1, or 15. So 5% of 300 is 15. Example 2, find 25% of 180 by writing the percent as a decimal. Okay, so now we're going to write 25% as 0.25, and then we're going to multiply 0.25 times 180. So after we do that, we get 45. So 25% of 180 is 45. Use percents greater than 100. Percents that are greater than 100 can be written as improper fractions, mixed numbers, or decimals that are greater than 1. So for example, 150% is 150 over 1, which is 3.5, which is an improper fraction, and that equals 1.5. So you can write it as a number greater than 1, a decimal greater than 1, or as an improper fraction. Example 3, find 120% of 75 by writing the percent as a fraction. So now we're going to start off with 120%. Percent means out of 100. So we have 120 over 1, or 6 over 5. So now we have to find 6 over 5 of 75. We're going to write it as a multiplication expression. So 6 over 5 times 75. We're going to write 75 is 75 over 1, and then divide out our common factors. So the common factor between 5 and 75 was 5. And then we're left with multiplying our numerators, 6 times 15 and 1 times 1. That equals 90 over 1, or just 90. So 120% of 75 is 90. Example number 4. Find 150% of 28 by writing the percent as a decimal. All right, so we have 150%, which is 150 over 100, and that's 1.5. So now we just have to find 1.5 times 28, and when we multiply that out, we get 42. So 150% of 28 is 42. Notice that when we're multiplying times a percentage times a number, the number ends up to be, or the answer ends up to be, greater than the original number. Example number 5, refer to the graph. If 275 students took the survey, how many can be expected to have 3 televisions in their houses? Okay, percentage-wise, 3 televisions is 23%. So we're going to write the percent as a decimal, then we're going to multiply. So 23% of 275 can be written as 0.23 times 275, because 23% is 0.23. When we multiply it, we get 63.25. Now, when we get an answer, we have to make sure that it makes sense. They're asking how many students are expected to have 3 televisions. So obviously we can't have 0.25 of a student. So we're going to round. About 63 students can be expected to have 3 televisions each. Today we found a percent of a number. I hope that video was helpful. Thank you. Bye.